Okay, so we continue from the previous page, which is still continuing about the Parshat Chokat, and we are going further. It says, Tachaze. So it asks a question. Zod Asher Levieem, Katov Zod, Beli Odvam. So here it says, another place we see Zod, right? In the other part, we saw VeZot HaTorah, right? Now here it says Zod, but this Zod referring to Levieem, right? Zod Asher Levieem, VeZot B'nei Odvav, V'lo VeZot Im Blav, V'ha B'sita D'dina Qa Action. It says Zod, right? Again, just going back again, Zod always is a kinui, it's a nickname for Malchut. So now, here it's talking about Levieem, and Levieem are what? The always, if you notice, they have a lot of dinim, and also how this Beirat. They are zealous.
Zealousness.
They are very zealous, right?
Yeah.
So why they are so zealous? Because they are from din. Kilavim ba'im misat had-din. Shusat and Malchut, God's. So it's because they come from Din, and we said right now the previous page, we said that Malchut, one of its functions is to be Beit Din. And the Levieem are from the same side, and the Malchut is side mostly the function of Gevurah, because Gevurah is more prominent in them than dominant. It's more dominant than Chesed. Malchut, the same thing. Like in Zerampin, Chesed is dominant, but there's also Gevurah. In Malchut, right? Gevurah is dominant, right? But there's also Chesed, both of it. So now, same thing with the concept of Levieem. Levieem, what they have in them is Gevurah, but Gevurah for Hakadosh Baruch Hu, right? Right? But they also have Chesed. They do have Chesed, but the Gevurah is more dominant. So here it says, "V'lo zot involved b'da misitna dina da'atzon ki halevim ba'im misat din shehu sadan malchut." So why they are so zealous? Because they come from malchut, and malchut is Gevurah. That's what it is. That's the shoresh. Shoresh come from there. That's why it is. Hanigras zot. Right? Kizot ולא מסיתא דרחמה, ולא מסיתא דרחמה שהוא Zerampin, and not from the Zerampin, and Zerampin also Vav also refers to Zerampin. So he's asking why Vav is not shown here. Vav it says Zod, and the other one is VeZot HaTorah. Right? How come we got Levieem doesn't say VeZot? Doesn't say what does it say? VeZot Asher Levieem, but there's no vav there because the pin is not there in part of them. They are Malchut. Mostly the function is Malchut. Because of that, there is no vav in there. That's what the Zohar is saying. So all the vav lachem katuv. Zod b'divav. Amar Yehuda, right? Sha'ad mirav Yossi v'haketiv VeZot asu lahem v'chayu. Now it says he asked, but wait a minute. You just said vav doesn't exist by the Levieem VeZot, right? I bring you up another pasuk that in there it does mention vav. It says VeZot, right? VeZot also that B'chayu, B'Levayet now it's referring by Levieem, and it says VeZot, right? Zohar B'Levieem katuv VeZot involved V'at Amar V'ata Omer Sheb'Levieem katuv Zot v'lo VeZot. But you're saying that Zot shouldn't have a vav. Amar Rabbi Yossi answers. So this is a question. Rabbi Yehuda makes a challenges Rabbi Yossi with what he said, and Rabbi Yehuda is answering right now. He said, "Badai hachi bahu." That's correct. לוויים בחינת וזות, לכן הם צריכים לקבל שבע חיים מזה שהוא עוד ו'. It says, this is correct that we always refer to the Levieem with Zot, they come from what? From Malchut, which is Din, right? But Vav is referring to what? Zerampin. And what does the Pasuk says? The Pasuk says, VeZot asu lahem, is referring to Levieem. VeZot asu lahem v'chayu. They should do this, and they should live. Yeah. So he said, where do they get the sustenance to Levieem to live? From Zerampin. So because Zerampin is chesed, it gives, like human beings, they have deal, but it's the same concept. A man always wants to give to a woman, to his wife. A woman always wants to receive, right? In the same concept. Zerampin wants to give, Malchut takes. So here, a person is from the Bechinat of aspect of Levieem, right? What does he want? He wants to do din, right? But how is going to the Levi? But how is going to survive? So the shefa come from who? For chiyut, for a person to be able to survive. It's come from where? It comes from where? From Zerampin. So that's why here it says VeZot. You follow? But why? Because it says VeZot. Pasuk says VeZot asu lahem v'chayu. And this you should do, and you should live.
What is it referring to that they should do?
I have to look it up.
Okay.
I have to look it up. Because I didn't look it
It's
up.
paraduma.
It's
Paraduma.
Okay. Paraduma. Who's doing the paraduma?
The Kohen.
The Kohanim.
Right, but it's like
Levieem. But the Levieem, they help the Kohanim.
They have, okay, so it's like okay, from Dalet with Talet. It's Dalet. It's Dalet اونجا. ببینم کجا هست به میدبار Dalet. If you want, we can take a look at it.
Sure, I'll bring Chumash.
Yeah.
Bamidbar, Daled, Pasuk Yud.
Yutet.
Yutet. VeZot asu lahem v'chayu. ולא ימתו. בגישתם את קודש הקודשים אהרון ובניו יבואו ושמו אותם איש איש על עבודתו ועל מסעו. ולא יבוא לראות כבדה את הקודש ומתו.
So it's like Levieem should not go do the work of a Kohen. VeZot asu lahem v'chayu.
This is not paraduma then.
Yeah, it's not. It's referring to what? That when they go to do Kodesh Kodeshim, right? V'chayu do yomit b'kishtam et Kodesh Kodeshim.
Right, the Levieem were not supposed.
Yeah, who should come?
The Levieem were not supposed to look at Kohanim, what they were doing, not even looking at the vessels.
Okay, where? In the Hamikdash?
In the Kodesh HaKodeshim.
So nobody could do Kodesh Kodeshim. Only it was basically one time.
Also, there is another rule that the Levieem were not supposed to look at the vessels of Kohanim unless when the Kohanim were using the vessels.
Okay.
Just the time they were not looking.
Okay.
There was just the concept of hana. They were not supposed to get hana from the vessels unless they were being used by the Kohanim.
That's right, the Kohanim cover them. If they're moving,
yes,
the Mishkan,
they
the
were
Kohanim cover them,
exactly.
and the living, once it's covered, they can take it, but they don't do the covering themselves.
Very nice, very nice.
So this is what we're learning here.
So here it's talking about the term Kodesh Kodeshim here. That if the person goes Kodesh Kodeshim, right? We know Levieem, they are almost from same lineage from the Kohanim, right? From the forefathers, right? But they have different paths. They could never go to as a Kohen Gadol, go to Kodesh as a Kodesh Kodeshim. So actually that's what he's saying. See, as a Kohen, they can never serve in Kodesh Kodeshim. So it says, so lahem v'chayu, v'lo yamot, they shouldn't die, begishtam et Kodesh Kodeshim, that they shouldn't approach to the Kodesh Kodeshim. Aharon ubarav yobohu. The children they should come in, right? But some otam ish arabodoto and v'amasa. Okay, so that's
beautiful.
Beautiful. So this is that's the whole thing. So he says why you have VeZot, it should be our Zot, because Zot is referring to Malchut. They are from the Malchut. That's why it says Zot in the other part. So how come it says here VeZot, right? We say VeZot because here in this context it's talking about Levieem being able to survive and live, right? They don't get that from Malchut.
Right.
They get from where? From the Zerampin. That's why you have the Bechibur. That's why you have it. Okay? Okay, what time is the thing with the minute so we can...
It's 4... Right now it's 4:11. Oh, I think maybe right now is...
Right now? Okay, so grab the Bechibur.
Baruch no, but we can continue. 1 second. I need to bring the Chavod. Okay, now is Alot HaShachar, so we're going to say Bikat HaTorah and then we continue. ברוך הוא השמו.
נלמד תורה לעמו ישראל.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני.
ברוך הוא השמו.
מלך העולם אשר בחרבון מכל העמים ותנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני.
ברוך הוא השמו.
נותן התורה.
אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני. אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על דברי תורה. וערבנה אדוני אלוהינו את דברי תורתך בפינו ובפיות עמך בית ישראל, ונהיה אנחנו וששיינו וששי עמך בית ישראל, כולנו יודעי שמך ולומדי תורתך לשמה. ברוך אתה אדוני.
שמו.
המלמד תורה לעמו ישראל.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתננו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. מדבר אדוני למשל למודבר הענו ולמונם תמורת וכל בני ישראל אמרו להם יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך. יישא אדוני פניו אליך ויעשה לך שלום. ושמו את שמי בני ישראל ואני אברכם. Yeah, did you say this bracha before?
So I did it because I went to sleep and I woke up.
So you already said, okay, so you good then.
Yeah. But also, if I said amen, does that count or I should always
No, when you ask somebody to have you in mind, then that would count.
Okay.
Because having kavanah is to be two.
Kavanah takes two. Like Zeranpin and Malchut.
You guys know, you know the Ben Ish Chai, he like spent some time, he fasted and he like destroyed his Zohar completely. You know that about the story?
Yeah, we call it Tanit Kane.
Yeah.
There's something, this concept, it's called Tanit Kane.
Yes.
Tanit Kane is somebody fasts for 6 years. For 6 years in a row. Not on Shabbatot, Yom Tovim, Rosh Chodesh he eats, but during the other days he fasts, but he doesn't also eat meat. He eats vegetation, vegetable, and he's like only eats salad, potato, whatever, so that have protein. After 6 years, a person is Yetzirah, he has Yetzirah, but Yetzirah becomes subdued, become part of his Yetzirah, and he very did that.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Yes.
So, but that's like the. There's like four in the Tanya. It says there's four elements. So what he did was just destroy. That's mainly for like the element of water, right? For how does he?
Teva.
He didn't destroy it.
Yeah.
He basically subjugated. He said Hara to the Torah.
Yeah. So, for example, it's not just Tavot. You think?
Yes, Hara for everything.
Even for example, like how do you beat the laziness? Like, you know, say your body's like heavy, you know. So like, how do you like? You know, for example, if you wanna like stay up on it, how do you?
You have to do preparation.
No, there's no way that you can like.
Coffee.
You're asking what we call in English quantum leap.
Yeah.
It's usually not happen. You have to prepare, you have to pray to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you have to ask for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and then prepare. If you want to stay up the whole night, you have to sleep a few hours.
It takes time.
Huh?
Yeah, it takes time. It needs a lot of preparation.
Preparation and practice, and you have to get used to it.
You see this session going on now every week?
Yeah.
Since 3 years ago, we started it.
Yeah.
It used to be once a month. Occasionally once a month, and then Baruch Hashem has blessed us with His chesed that we can have it every week.
Baruch Hashem.
Wow.
It's very good. This is really very good.
Hopefully one day, every night. Hopefully, hopefully every night, one day.
I know there's something.
Yeah,
there's a certain about Taniyot.
Yes.
So it's similar concept. So about Taniyot, they say if a person in the middle of a very delicious meal, right? And all of a sudden he stops eating, in Shamayim it counts for him a very big thing. And he said, I'm doing it for Hashem, it's going to be very big. Same concept applies in the staying up once a week in the Kol Chasod, because the average person, it's so sweet for him to sleep, right? The same concept, very similar concept. Getting up from that, he has to work the next day. He has so many other responsibilities. And then he just breaks away from it and says, I want to do it for Hashem. In Shamayim, it counts for him a lot. That's why this Kol Chasod is very important concept. And not only that, in Zohar, almost every parsha, is talks about the chashivut of somebody getting up after Chasod and learn Torah. It says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shekhinah comes and Mishtasheh with the Tzadikim over there, which was same concept. With the Tzadikim up there, they all sit down and listen to people that they sit down and learn Torah. And thank you very much for this opportunity that you gave us. And then it says also in the Gemara Barachot, I think it's Daf Chet Amud Aleph, Tosafot. It says the Sefer Zichronot.
It's written in Sefer Zichronot.
That if a couple of people or more they sit down and learn Torah, right? It's written over there, and if Klal Yisrael need some kind of Yeshua, Hashem taps to that Sefer Zichronot, see who has certain Zuchiyot in that Sefer Zichronot, and he uses it to give the Yeshua for Klal Yisrael. So it's a very important concept. So thank you for initiating it and inviting us over. We appreciate it.
Thank you for
No, we
joining.
appreciate you bring a very special light as well. We
Yeah,
appreciate
he's
it.
one. I'm just here. I love to come here and learn together. We learn together. So do you want to finish this concept?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so that's why he said v'chayu. So v'chayu, that's what he's saying. That's why you have to have that vav, right? Kimon de achid sama de mota מי שאוכל סם מוות, היינו הלווים הרוצים בגבולו שמשום משתלשלים כוחות החיצוניים שהם סם מוות, אם לא יעלה בסם מוות חיה, אם לא יעלה בו סם חיים, לעונה שלא יתקבל שפע חיים מזה, דבר ודאי ימות. So it says, where does the Movet come, right? It comes from Malchut. Movet comes from Malchut. So Levieem are from both from the Shush of Malchut. So if they just by themselves to try to survive, they cannot. So they have to have some Hachaim. So they have some Movet is the medicine of death that comes from what? From the Malchut. The Levieem, they have a Kirat Hashem, they have Geburah, so they use this Malchut, but they cannot just survive on that. So where does Sam Chaim come from the Rampin? So it has to be combined. That's why it says VeZot Asu Lahim Bachayu. Okay? That's what it's saying, right? Though I can, Katu VeZot Asu Lahim Bachayu, Lemutu, so they should do this and shouldn't die. So that's why this vav is attached to the Zot. The word Zot, Shehi Sam Chaim, it gives life to the person. Hare Badai VeZot Estrich Lehu VeZot Zot. B'kavano Kosach HaKotom K'tov VeZot, in vav v'lo da b'ma shekotom v'kon Zot. So b'kavano HaRosh Baruch Hu used that the word vav in the pasuk. That's because it needed to be there in order to show that the Levieem, they get chiyut from the Rampin. And that's what it is. והלא כאן סוסף להשפיע להם חיים, כמאמר כתוב, וחיו ולא ימותו. אבל במקום אחר כתוב זו, בעבר להורות על שורשם שבהם זה הדין. But before, what he said, Zod Asher Levieem, right? He was just to let us know the shoresh. The shoresh neshama shelahim, the shoresh neshama, the root of the neshama of the Levieem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to explain to us it's coming from what? It's coming from Levieem, from the Malchut. That's why he says Zot over there. That the pasuk Zot Asher Levieem. Zot from Levieem. What is coming from? Where are they coming from? From Zot. Zot. What is that? Malchut. From here it says VeZot Asher Asu B'chayu, right? Is referring to what? Levieem, you are from Malchut, but you need to have vav. Vav is what? The Rampin. So you need to have that, okay? Begin כך, VeZot HaTorah להורות ממש כבייחוד אחד של. That's why it says, no, going back to the original question, right? So why it says VeZot HaTorah, right? Why we need the vav VeZot, right? שזון הם ממש בייחוד אחד שלהם. To explain it, Zot is Malchut, Torah is the Rampin, and vav, it has to be part of the Malchut also. So that's it with Zot HaTorah, right? Gives to indicate the complete unification of the Rampin Malchut. And how do we achieve that? Again, just repeating ourselves, is by learning Torah with no ulterior motives, only for Shemaim, and do mitzvot and also tefillah. These three combination, right? Masim Tovim, Torah, tefillah, Masim Tovim. Which Masim Tovim is between Adam and Chavero. So this combination, it unifies this whole thing. It unifies it. And then in the Shem Havaya, Yud Ke Vav Ke, Vav and Ke, Vav refers to the Rampin, and He refers to Malchut, right? והן קוראות זון יחד וסוד ואף ה' שבשם הוויה וזאת ה' בכבודו וכתוב רק זאת בלי ו' מורה על שם של מלכות לבדו. So when there is only if there is no vov in there, right? It says that the Malchut is functioning by itself. And its function by itself is not good. Okay? Vada, Zot, Chuketorah, right? Now, here, one place is good to do it, right? Which we said was when they're acting as a Beit Din. So that's why it says Zot Chukat HaTorah. Zot Chukat HaTorah, that word, שרומזת על מלכות לבדו שהיא בחינת חוקה ודין, that it has to be חוק ודין, that it has to function as, so it's telling you the function of the Malchut. Here, as we said, the function of the Levieem is, the Shurish of them is Zod, referring from Malchut. Same thing when it's bringing Malchut by itself, it's trying to tell you the function of the Malchut by itself is Din, Bedin, supposed to be Din, and that if somebody doesn't do something properly, right, it could activate its function and start doing Din to that person or to the group. Okay? I think this part is done.
Oh.
I think this part is done. There's other things there. If we have time, I can read this other part too. I don't know. Or usually,
Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen, Amen.